Hello, hello. See people starting to pop on here. Hello. Hello. So glad to see everyone. Hi, Jen. Hi, Adrienne. Britt. Hello, hello. It was kind of late for me to go live. Hello. Hello, beautiful. So good to see everyone. It's kind of late for me to be going live, right? I was live earlier. I had to pop off to teach a class, and now I am back. Thought I'd go live a little bit longer. I know what's wrong with me. Look, hardly any makeup on anymore. It's been a day, right? All right, while we are waiting for people to come on, I'm going to pull a couple of cards, then we'll get straight into Spirit Led. All right, let's see. Let's pull a card for Jess. I'm pulling a card for Jess. Let's see. Oh. So, Jess, this card is the Lady card. It's about enjoying growth and reap the rewards. This is really about being patient and waiting for the seeds you have planted to take root. And we're not talking about growing something in your yard. This is about growing spiritual growth, growing something in your family. This is really about the long game. And to be patient and know that you are doing the right thing. And sometimes we want, when someone has done us wrong, we sometimes want to instantly see them get what we feel like is their just rewards. And this card is really about taking the higher road and knowing that integrity is always going to win. Oh, you've never had a card done? Oh. Okay, Jessica, this is going to be for you. And then we'll get into Spirit Led. We'll do Jessica. We'll do okay, here, let me go. Let's see. Okay, Jessica Danielle, the card I got for you is the Druid card. Now, when you fill into this card, you can see, so the thing about reading cards is you also tap them intuitively. This card is about holding space, holding firm. So I'm feeling, Jessica, that you need to make that you're sitting within yourself. You are okay. I'm seeing there's some chaos around you. I'm seeing that there's some really emotional people around you creating a lot of chaos and turmoil. Your job is to hold space. Just sit within yourself, push out love, and know that you are doing exactly as you should. Now, as I'm tapping you intuitively, I'm hearing there's a couple of people that you need to put up boundaries with. Now, when I say boundary, that doesn't mean to cut them out of your life. You can love someone and you can love people for who they are, but you know that you're going to love them and they have to stay in their space and you're staying in theirs, because you cannot have their chaos in your life. So make sure you are setting up healthy boundaries. Boundaries can be set in self-love, and that's what I'm hearing, Jessica. All right, this next card is for, thank y'all for sharing and liking my live. I thank you so much for liking it. Y'all are just, I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this card is for Lola. Lola, the card I'm getting is Medicine Mother. Ooh. So Miss Lola, this card is about honoring your inner knowing. You have a tremendous ability. Yes, I say everyone has the ability to do what I do and sit in their intuition, but some people are just more tapped in innately. And Lola, you are very much tapped into your intuition. Do not second guess yourself. Know that you are getting guidance. Always trust yourself. Don't let people gaslight you. As I'm saying that, I was like, why did I say that? Because someone is currently gaslighting you. Someone is currently making you doubt yourself. No, honey. You are crazy intuitive. You are brilliant. Make sure you are sitting with that. First time on the live. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all so much for sharing my live. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, hello. All right, I was going to go to turn into Spirit Led. Everyone keeps asking for cards, and they're just, so easy. Okay, Mama 2, Mima 3. Let me, could I please get a card? Let's see what we got from Mama 2, Mima 3. Oh, okay. So Mama 2, Mima 3, this card is Earth Guardian. It's about staying grounded. So I was like, what does that mean for her? Sometimes whenever we get really crazy busy, we have a lot going on, we're pulled in 50 directions, We forget to stay grounded. It can cause us to get kind of headachy and nauseous. It can also get us, keep sending us to the kitchen. So sometimes when we are feeling ungrounded, we will keep going to the kitchen and getting snacks because food is grounding. So now if I want more clarification on this, it's like, what is this about? Because I feel like there's something here that I need to be talking about. Okay, so the next card I got to get clarification on the grounding one is shifting your perception. So something is going on in your life that just isn't making sense. Like what you're being told doesn't match what you feel about it. So what does the grounding card have to do with that? When you ground and pull yourself down into your body and ground into Mother Earth, you can feel your intuition more. So shift your perception. Pull yourself into your body, ground yourself, and ask, what do I need to know about this situation? You really need to change the way you're looking at it. All right. I know cards are fun, aren't they? Like as I said, I keep saying, okay, I'm going to go to Spirit Led. I was like, okay, one more card. Britt said she would love a card. Let me see what we have here. So as I was saying that, real quick, I'm going to pull a card for Britt, and then I'm going to read this. It's an Aunt M.A. name, like Aunt Mabel, Aunt Mary, who is coming up next. Let me pull this card for Britt. Oh, Miss Britt. This card is the Water Guardian. It's about connecting to your emotions. You know, sometimes people are afraid of their emotions. Emotions are data. What are those emotions telling you? You never want to tap them down. Think of emotions as a water balloon where you squeeze it in one area, that it's going to come out in another. So if you're not feeling your emotions, they're going to come out in some way, shape, or form. You want to make sure you're connecting with your emotions because they're data. What are they telling you? Why are you being triggered by this person? Sit with it, peel back the layers, because as you sit with the emotions and peel back the layers, you get to the true data of it. All right. I have this Aunt M.A. name. It could be Marcy. It is M.A. This lady is showing me that she was buried, not cremated. She had memory problems towards the end of her life. And you know, it was a while before these memory problems were discovered. I was hearing her say, like her looking at someone and saying, what? And there being discussion in the family. So it would be like, almost like it's like sundowners whenever someone is fine during the day, but then in the evening it hits. So it didn't hit her all the time, so people were confused. Sometimes she would be great with her, memory, and then all of a sudden she would be terrible. So it was back and forth and people were confused. It was pretty far advanced by the time that it was discovered and they took her for testing. So again, I have an Aunt M.A. name, like Mary, Marcy, something like that. She was buried, not cremated. She had memory problems. She's also showing me that she, even as she got older, she always kept herself together. She is showing me that she would get up and get dressed in the morning, and she would make sure that her hair was done and she was dressed. She wasn't someone who was going to hang out in her pajamas all day. Does this lady fit anyone? Okay, Courtney, does this sound like your grandmother though? Does the description of this M name sound like your grandmother? Yes, okay, let me ask Courtney if she can. Here, I'm going to ask you to go live, Miss Courtney. Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
So this sounds like your grandmother, you said?
It does. Her middle name is Myrtle.
Oh, yes, 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 that M name. Okay, now something else, because I knew what she was showing me, but I didn't want to throw people off, but I hope you can explain to me. Do you remember her always wearing pantyhose? Do you remember her
Yeah,
being
yes. That actually wears really high tan socks.
I was about to say, and they were always be like, they were always wrinkling at her ankles.
Yes, and she was always picking at him.
Yes, 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 yes. So I love that that she was showing me that. But before I could get to that, you popped up and said she was yours. I was like, I'll just wait till Courtney comes on and I'll ask her in person. Now, this lady she's laughing about it because y'all still talk about that. Y'all still talk about in your family her picking at these hose and then wrinkling around her ankles.
Yes.
Now, Courtney, she is showing me not necessarily, well, the family kind of falling apart after she passed. Now, not
Mhm.
100%, completely everyone, dispersed, but where the family before she passed was more cohesive, now they're broken off into kind of pockets. Do you know what she's
Absolutely.
talking? Okay, very good. So when spirits talk about things that have happened after they passed, it's a sign that they see, that they're around because they see what's going on. Also, Courtney, she is acknowledging that you have set up some boundaries with some people in your family, and she wants
Yes.
to acknowledge that you did the right thing.
Good. I questioned that.
She is saying that you're really on a different path than some of your other family, and it doesn't mean that you can't love them from afar,
Correct.
and you can't hang out with them every now and then. But she is showing me. I was talking to a teacher in a class the other day, and I was showing people how whenever you're around people, you absorb their energy
Yeah.
and you can protect it, but it just becomes harder and harder. And she was saying, you just don't need that in your life right now. Now, Courtney, are you going back to school? What is the school thing she's showing me?
My daughter was homeschooled and she went back to public school.
Okay, very good, very good. I could see someone going back to school, someone going back to school. Now, I'm feeling that that's not going to be the case. Like your daughter's going to be in public school for a while, but you're going to bring her back home. Have y'all talked about that?
Yes.
And that's really the best decision for your daughter.
That's what I'm thinking too.
She's very much. I was asking what the concern about it is, and I'm hearing that you just needed a break. Your daughter
Mhm.
needed a break, but now that you've had that break, you're starting to miss what you had.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's very much acknowledging that's really the best thing for your daughter. And people think that you homeschool because of the academics. You really homeschool because of what they're exposed to.
Exactly. Especially my daughter's age.
Yes. So she's acknowledging that that would be the right choice for you. She's also confirming that you setting up boundaries with your family is the correct thing to do. And she's also acknowledging that you have started a new spiritual path that is
I
also the
have.
correct path for you.
I have.
Yeah, yeah, very much so.
Yeah, my grandma
Thank
was
you,
my
Miss.
best friend.
Oh, I'm so glad she stepped up and she kicked us off. First reading of the night. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
All right, let me see here. Trying to disconnect to here we go. My iPad was being cranky. It wasn't acknowledging my pressing on it there. All right, I want to thank Miss Courtney for letting me read her. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, thank you. Jen said that was beautiful. All right, let's see who's going to get us next here. Okay, I have a young man stepping up. This young man, I'm hearing the age 33, so give or take this age 33. He's showing me that he was in the hospital for a while. He died from an illness. And he's showing me being in a hospital gown, being in the hospital. He was fine. He was talking to people. And I see people leaving for the night. Like people are saying, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to see you tomorrow. And then there was no tomorrow. So he looked like he was rallying. He looked like he was doing well. And then all of a sudden, he passed. He's showing me being a very nice looking guy. He had dark brown hair. Can y'all hear my puppies? They're coming to wreak havoc in my office. I might have to kick them out. I want to see them. You want to see the puppies? There we go. There's one. That's Miss Hera. Where are you, Odin? Oh, Odin's actually laying down. I'm surprised he's laying down. Odin is the one who's usually like chewing and getting. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now he's getting up, trying to knock things off. Mm-hmm. Come here, Odin. Come here. I'll probably have to kick him out in a minute. Oh, there he is. There's Odin. There's Odin. Look, there he is. Hi, puppies. Look, you see him trying to chew on my pad I'm writing on? He can't be trusted. All right, let me kick them out. Y'all gotta go. Out, 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 out. Here we go. Y'all can't be in here without supervision. Okay. Sorry, my husband just brought him in, and so I don't know if y'all remember from thank y'all. Those there, they are very cute. Someone said it was her brother John. Let me see. My brother died just like that in his 30s. Okay, let's see here. Jenny Bell of the South. All right, I'm gonna ask you. Oh, you can't go live. She does not have enough people, so let me just read her. Okay. Okay, Miss Jenny. Okay, Jenny, what your brother is saying is that I don't know why he's doing this. There's someone around you who does this all the time. The person is living. So this is this guy, it's not him that used to do this. Someone around you who is living, Jenny, does this. And so I'm hearing for you to offer that person grace. So whatever male around you does this, offer him grace. They're saying they're trying. That's what they're trying. There's been a shift in your relationship. Oh, Juan. Okay. There's been a shift in this. I didn't know Juan did that. He showed me him doing this. And the relationship with Juan, and a shift in expectations. And Juan is very much trying to catch up to those expectations. He just hasn't quite gotten there. And he is showing me that him trying to catch up with these expectations that have changed of him. I know a Great Dane, and now I have two. I know. So Alan Mom must be around me for a while, because this is my Great Dane that I used to have when I first started this business and started going live. That was my Great Dane. You can hear her snoring in the background. When we lost her, I didn't get another dog for 2.5 years. And y'all see sucker written across my forehead? Y'all see that? Because I only wanted the girl. But the guy started telling me that they were litter mates, that they had bonded because they had been together for 13 weeks. They were the last two left in the litter, and I felt bad. So now I have two Great Danes because I didn't want to separate them, because it was her litter mate and she was bonded. Y'all see sucker written right here? Yeah, I thought y'all might. All right, Miss Jenny. He's also telling me, he's making me want to sit up straight and take courage. Take courage. So Jenny, don't lose courage. Continue on this path that you're on. You're on the right path. And he is showing me like your family kind of lagging a little bit behind. And they're just lagging a little bit behind because it's such a, you would have done the same thing. I know we all would have been suckers and gotten both the dogs, right? Because they're bonded. And so your family has just been used to you being at their beck and call. And it's going to take a little while for them getting you, because you now have this beautiful new thing that you're pursuing. You're really good at it. And he says, please take courage, continue pursuing your path. And he said, everyone else will catch up. Everyone else will catch up. So he's just wanting you to have patience and take courage in that. All right. Thank you, Miss Jenny. So everyone is on here. Kelly said she would have done the same. What she's referencing is I was talking about when I went to get one Great Dane. They said it was two left in the litter and they were bonded. Love your face. And so here we are with two Great Danes. They're a lot. All right. Let's see who else we're going to get here. Y'all are doing a great job. I so appreciate y'all sharing and liking my live. Thank you. Now, for everyone who is interested, on April 22nd of this month, I have a free Zoom event coming up. It's called Demystifying Spirit. If you want to come on there, I will be doing free readings and breaking down how I get the information. We're going to demystify spirit. We're going to start making mediumship and people having psychic and mediumship abilities normal. All right. I am seeing a It's a grandfather energy. They're showing me towards the end of their life, they gotten kind of mean. He's letting me know that he had lost the use of his legs. So he was in a wheelchair mostly. He is showing me with a cane, so he could walk very short distances with his cane, but then he shows me flopping down in a wheelchair. So he really needed this wheelchair if he was going to go very far. But he could transfer. He's saying he could transfer from the wheelchair to a recliner or something like that. He is also showing me, so Kendra is already saying yes. I haven't given a lot of information, but let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to continue with a little bit more information, and if he fits you, then we can say yes. So grandfather energy, he got really mean towards the end of his life because he had lost the use of his legs. He could walk small distances. He had a cane. He also was kind of hunched over. He's showing me kind of being hunched over towards the end of his life. He is letting me know that he had teeth. He either was missing some teeth or he had completely false teeth. But I'm feeling like he had false teeth. He is showing me he had to have help. So he was in, he showed, I just got in from fishing. Oh, Mr. Face, thank you, Danny. Oh, Danny went fishing. Good for you, Danny. Good for you. All right, so Kelly, and Kendra is still saying yes for her. So we're going to go with Kendra because Kendra was the first one to grab this guy. And I said, just give me a minute. Let me make sure he's for you. And Kendra is saying yes. So Kendra does not have enough people to go live. So I'm going to do this reading just like this. You know what, Kelly? Hang tight. I'll pull up your person next. All right. Kendra, your grandfather is talking about, I'm so sorry, honey. He is just talking about you've had a really rough, and he's being very specific, 2 years. Like everything in your life, it's like just as you think it's coming together, he shows me it's like sand coming through your hands. Just as you think your life is coming together, things just start falling apart again. I'm sorry. I know it's tough when you have times like that in your life, but your grandfather is saying, chin up, it's going to get better. Now, he's also telling me to stop taking on other people's problems. You are a huge empath. You can feel for other people. So you try to fix what they're doing. And he is saying, worry about yourself. Make sure that you are not taking on other people's problems and to put up those boundaries. There is someone close to you who is kind of gaslighting and manipulating you because every time you try to put up a boundary, every time you try to take control of your life and say, no, I'm not going to be a part of that nonsense you have going on, they guilt you. So that means that they are closer to you and they have a relationship role in your life, and they guilt you because they say, but we're sisters, or I'm your mother, whatever that relationship role is, they use it to guilt you, Kendra, into being a part of their nonsense. And your grandfather is just like, no, you stop that now. You stand on your own. You have to take control of your life. And I'm feeling a little bit it's do or die, and not necessarily do or die. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you for giving her some support. I love how my family on this, not my literal blood family, but people who follow me religiously are so supportive of other people. Someone is saying that they've been on this journey for about 2 years and there's light at the end of it. And they're right. You're almost there. I'm saying about 6 more months. But when I say it's 6 more months, it's if you do the work. If you put up those boundaries, and he shows me turning your face away from the nonsense going on around you and heading down this path. All right, thank you, thank you. Now I'm going to go back to Kelly. Kelly, I'm going to ask you to go live. I want to thank everyone for sharing my live and liking it. I so appreciate you. It helps me in the algorithms. Okay, Miss Kelly. Let's see if Miss Kelly can go live. Kelly. Kelly.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you located?
I'm in Kansas.
Kansas. Okay, so what I was, this is funny. So was your grandfather from Kansas also? Was he from further south?
No, my dad was not born in the United States.
Okay. And where was he born?
He was born in Russia.
Oh, okay, very
I
good.
was born in New York.
Okay, very good. All right. So the gentleman I that you said, it sounds like is your grandfather, it sounds like to you?
It's my father. That's
Your
exactly
father.
my father.
Okay. Um, your father, now he's telling me this. This is not me saying this about your dad. This
Hmm.
is your dad saying about he was a jerk and mean towards the end of his life.
Yeah, he had a illness, so yes, it
Yeah.
did not make him very nice, but we
No.
understood.
Yes, yes. He is saying he's apologizing. He's saying that's no excuse. That's no excuse. But
Uh,
it was more than just being an illness. He was in pain. He is making me
yeah.
hurt. Um,
Yes.
so
Yes,
the
he
other
was.
grandfather I had didn't have that same pain associated with him. He was just cranky because he couldn't move. Your
Hmm.
dad was cranky because he was in pain all the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, in my head, I'm like, dude, why don't you just like you were ill? I mean, take some medicine. He was opposed to taking pain medicine all the time. Did you know that
Oh,
about him?
yeah, he didn't like it at all. He didn't like it at all.
No, because that's what I'm saying. Why were you in so much pain? Why don't you just take some medicine? Nope, wasn't having it. He
Well,
was
and
going
then
to
it,
push his way through it.
yeah, then it made him constipated one time, and then it was like pulling teeth to get him to take his meds.
Yeah, he said no. And he's also referencing. I know some Russians, and let me tell you, they are hardcore. I went to. And if you how long you followed me last year, I had stage four
Yeah,
cancer. Well, still have stage four cancer. You don't ever get rid of it. But I went to
right.
Kazakhstan to get treatment, and the clinic was run by Russians. Well, you have this prissy little American in there with these Russians, and they're like, basically, just get over it. I was like, no, I don't do pain.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna have
Yes.
some, and so he's laughing. He's referencing that and laughing about it. You know what he is also showing me though that, and you embody this, and it's something that people don't really understand about Russians is, for the most part, most Russians are very warm, kind people. And he is referencing what is going on in the world right now is giving y'all a bad reputation. And he is saying that you, Kelly, really embody that. Like you have this beautiful, beautiful giving heart. And
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why he's telling me this, but he said if you could see her aura, it would be a light blue.
Aw.
Now, honestly, I do not have colors of auras memorized and what they
I
mean.
don't know why you would say that. That's awesome. Recently, I've been on this blue kick. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I love that. I absolutely freaking love that.
Like
Especially,
turquoise, and we bought a lot of Murano glass that's been turquoise as well. So,
so you know what? That is when Spirit says that, it is so full circle. So you're gonna have to Google what a light blue aura means, but also, I mean, how
yeah.
much better proof that he is around you that all of a sudden you're starting to buy all this turquoise light blue stuff that you've never been drawn to before.
Yeah.
So I will tell you, your dad's done an excellent job with this information and also proving he's around you. Now, what is this B name that he keeps referencing? I keep hearing a B name around him. Who is this B name?
Brian.
Who is Brian?
Brian.
Who is Brian?
Brian was a family friend that recently passed away.
Okay, very good, very good. Because he keeps referencing, I'm with Brian, I'm with Brian. Or his
Okay.
baby.
All right.
So just a nod to
That's
the
beautiful.
to the friend that is over there with him. Now, something that I didn't get from your dad when he first stepped up, because when spirits step up, they really show me who they were on this earth, which at the end, he was very cranky. We kind of went through that. But now your dad was such a beautiful gentleman and had amazing manners. Do you remember that about him?
Oh, yes, very giving. Yes.
Yes, very much
Yes.
so. He could tell I was about to close this reading down and move on to someone else. And I just had this warmth rush over me, just this warmth and kindness. And he said, thank
Hmm.
you, thank you, thank you. And he started putting his hands together and kind of bowing at me.
Yes.
Thank you. Like he was so
Yes.
appreciative I did this. So thank you for letting me read your dad. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good
Bye-bye.
evening. All right, I saw some people on here. I had forgotten to answer someone, but I appreciate my followers answering it for me. Someone asked if I do private readings. Yes, I see all my a lot of followers answering. I so appreciate y'all. And you can only register for private readings on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. You click on there's a couple of different ways. You can click on book online or just scroll through the services. Now, something I did just add to my website, which just got put out there, it's very cool, is I did like a quick intro to all of my offerings, just about all of them. So if you go to mediumship and there's a video there with me talking, saying what a mediumship reading is. If you go to like mentorship, there's a quick video on there saying what mentorship is. My social media person just got those added, so those are kind of cool. Thank y'all for all my followers for answering that. Thank you. Christina says, look at you, beautiful soul. I so appreciate y'all talking like that, because I know I have like no makeup left. I've been going since like 5 o'clock this morning, but I don't know. I just felt the need to come on tonight. Have you mentioned a Claire's test on there before? Yes. So the Claire's test is, let me show y'all where the Claire's test is on my website. So the link to my website is in the bio, on the bio of my page, okay? So I'm waiting for it to pull up. This is what you're going to see on the home screen. This is what if you want to sign up for my information, do it. If not, you press close and you click the hamburger. That's a hamburger. So then you have, the whole menu here. You want to click on classes. Right there it says classes. Okay, so here's the advanced mediumship class that just started. After that, when you scroll down, is a Claire's test. It says, all the way down, it says, know your Claire's. Get your free Claire test. Actually, quiz. It says quiz. And it lets you know what your main Claire is. Now, when you have a main Claire, you want to lean into it. I was just talking about that in my class tonight. So let's just say I was talking about someone's aura being blue, right? I was just talking about this lady. The grandfather had told me that if I could, that her aura was blue, and she confirmed that somewhat by talking about all this blue that she's been drawn to lately. How did I know that? I knew it claircognizantly. He tapped my crown chakra. But now you could get the same information a different way. You could feel it. You could see it. You could hear it. It doesn't really matter how you get the information, as long as you get the information. People get so, pigeonholed into how you get the information. It doesn't really matter how you get it. You just get it. All right. Let's do another one. Aw, thank you. Her readings are amazing. I've been in 6 or 7 readings with her. Another one scheduled on Friday. Yeah, Miss Devin, you do. I saw that. You must not, I saw you just had like a quick 15-minute one. It's probably all you could squeeze in. I do have some weekend readings coming up this weekend. I don't do those every weekend because, I don't work a lot on the weekend, but I do have some coming up this weekend. All right, let's see what we got here. I have a mom energy stepping up. I'm hearing DE, like Deb or Devin or Desiree. I'm hearing a mom energy. There is a DE name around her. This mom energy is showing me that in her early years, she had dark hair and she smoked. She is showing me smoking in her house. Now, she's not showing me when she was older. She's showing me when she was younger. She's having this dark hair. She has a really cute figure. She is very showing me that she like was tiny, and she had this dark hair, and she would smoke in her house. And she's very, very specific. Like this ashtray she is using is one, like it can't be plastic because plastic would burn, but it's like white, almost like a grayish white color on this ashtray. And she's showing me sitting at the kitchen table, smoking and drinking her coffee. She is also showing me towards the end of her life, she had like that smoker's voice, that smoker's cough. So even if she didn't smoke right up to the end, she definitely smoked for the majority of her life, because she's showing me having the smoker's cough or voice. You know how the smokers can get that raspy cough. She's also showing me as she got older, instead of letting her, like she continued dyeing her hair to the point that it was almost didn't fit her, because as you get to be a certain age and your face starts looking older, you expect hair to not be quite so dark. And so she is showing me that she continued dyeing her hair dark even whenever like she was older. All right. Is anyone claiming this lady? If she is yours, please put a yes in the comments. We have a mom energy. I'm hearing a DE name around her, like Debbie, Devin, Desiree. She is showing me that when she was younger, she had dark hair. She smoked in her house when she was younger, and that she also would sit at the kitchen table and smoke with her coffee. And she was being very specific about the ashtray. It was like a grayish white color. She is showing me that towards the end of her life, she still had like a cough and that voice of like the smoker's voice, how it can get kind of raspy. And she continued dyeing her hair very dark when it, would have normally had gray in it. All right, so Elena, are you saying, does this person belong to anyone? I see someone saying my mom Debbie, is this your mom? Or are you just saying you want me to bring up your mom, Debbie? So if this is your spirit, please put a yes in the comments. If this is your spirit, put a yes in the comments. I will thank y'all. I do want to appreciate everyone who is liking my live and sharing it. Thank you. And thank you for all the gifts. All of that helps me in the algorithm. I'm going to describe this person one more time, and then we're going to table them until they are claimed. No, my mom was blonde. Would love to hear. Oh, okay. Very good. We have a mom energy. I'm hearing a DE, like a mom to me, Deb. Okay. Very good. Rachel can't go live. I was about to ask Rachel to go live. So Rachel is claiming this lady. And Rachel is, so I said she had a mom energy. I'm hearing this DE name like Deb. And so Rachel is saying, yes, she was a mom, like a mom to her. And so that's exactly the way this works. Whenever I say it's a mom energy, it means I feel the energetic vibration in your life. Rachel. So this lady is like, the second I said, come on, she sat down in her chair. So she would have been someone who, I wouldn't say liked to gossip, but she definitely liked to talk a lot. She's like, yes, let's get down to it. She is showing me, Rachel, you have some phenomenal power. And when I say power, I'm talking about power you don't even know you have. You have a ton of intuitive power, but you don't own it. She is showing me that she has been sending you. Thank y'all for sharing and liking my live. I so appreciate it. Thank you. Rachel, she is showing me that she has been sending, look at the puppy. I just had my puppies in here. I had to kick them out. She is showing me that that she's been sending you the feathers. Oh, okay. Chandra just said, okay, so I saw that my social media person is on here. Her name is Jess. I just saw it. So Jess, I'm about to ask you a question. Someone was looking for my Claris test and they said they clicked on it and nothing happened. So do you know if that Claris test is up and running? Oh no, it is because I just clicked it. I'm sorry. Never mind, Jess. It's running. So you see, it says get your free Claris quiz. I clicked it and it comes up. So maybe it's just what you're on. Okay. So Rachel, yes, Jessica answered. She's like, yes, it's working. I did it. You did. I just tried it. It's a Word doc, she is saying. I love her. Jess is so fabulous. Okay, she's beautiful too. She has beautiful energy. All right. So Rachel, so I was talking about my Jess, love you too, honey. Jess having great energy. And so Rachel, I turn back to your grandmother to finish this. I have gotten a lot of signs from her. You have. Now, do you remember getting the feathers? And it can't be feathers next to a feather pillow. It's like random feathers. When I turn back to your grandmother, Rachel, she's like, if you think Jess has good energy, you should see my baby. And she's talking about Rachel. Rachel, you really feathers on the beach. I would very much encourage you. Yes, I say everyone can be a psychic medium, but you have a beautiful aura. You have a beautiful heart. And those are the people who really should be becoming psychic mediums, are the ones who resonate in love. Because whenever Jenny just met Jess tonight. She does have good energy. They were both in my advanced class mediumship that I started tonight. And so Jenny got to experience Jess's energy. She does have beautiful energy. And I talked about this, Rachel, in my advanced class tonight, how the best way to read is to drop into your heart chakra because it's so high vibrational. And you really should pursue your gift. I do have an intro class starting at the end of but I won't start that again until the fall. I do have April 22nd coming up for Rachel and anyone listening. It's a free Zoom event. I break down readings on how I get the information. We really talk about demystifying spirit. We're going to start that. It's how do you drop into your heart chakra? Okay, I'll get to that in a second. So Rachel, please think about pursuing your gift. You have just so much beautiful love around you. You're definitely someone who can really help others transmute their energy to a higher vibration. Thank you, Rachel. So how do you drop into your heart chakra? The people that were in my class tonight are going to appreciate this because they kept asking, okay, how do we do that again? How do we do that again? And you know what? We just keep walking through it until we get it. Okay. So how you drop into your heart chakra is a lot of times what will mess up readings or mess up your intuition is you get in your head and you start overthinking it, right? And so you can feel all your energy accumulating up here. So you want to envision your energy here. You take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, you pull your energy down into your heart. You want to sit there for a moment. You take another deep breath. And then as you exhale, you push out your aura. Now, why is it important to push out your aura? Because as you push out your aura, each layer of your aura gets higher vibrational. As you get higher vibrational, you connect to the other realms, right? People think that, it has to be up, but it's not really up. It's everywhere. And you just want to expand into it, right? So now this is something you will see me do. I'm about to do another reading. So you will see me just kind of sit up straight so I can spin my chakras. I take a deep breath and expand my aura without even thinking about it. Now, the first person I have stepping up here is a little boy. And he's on a bike. So let's see how he passed. He passed in an accident. Aw, thank you, Steph. I appreciate you. I will take all those beautiful thoughts. This little boy has a B name around him, like Braden or Brody. He was hit by a car. Okay, so let's go back and recap a little bit. I have this little boy that has a B name around him, like Braden or Brody. He shows me being on a bike, and he died in an accident. He is showing me that. Aww. Jenny says she got the same thing. So Jenny she's in my advanced class. She just double linked. So that's what you call that. Whenever someone brings up a spirit and then you get the same spirit, it's called double linking. So what happened is Jenny hit my energy and followed my energetic line straight up to that. All right, Miss Jenny. So pop in the comments some other information that you're getting that I'm not. That's what double linking is about. Okay, so I have this little boy, and he's showing me that he was hit by a car. He is showing me that he is buried, not cremated. And there is a picture of him on his headstone. His grave is still decorated for all the occasions. Everyone around him decorates him. Okay, Lindsay Craig says it sounds like a boy that passed in our small town. His name was Burgess. He was on a bike and a car hit him. It absolutely sounds like it. Chandra said the link didn't work. Oh, on the website, on the Claire test. I don't know, honey. Try it on your phone or something, because I did it on my phone and it worked. I've done it on my laptop and it worked. Okay, so Lindsay, I think we're with you here. So now, why would someone come up and it's someone who passed in their small town? So I give a message and I'll leave it up to Lindsay to pass the message on to their parents. I say don't pass along messages unless they believe in mediumship. And I'll leave it up to Spirit to give the opportunity to Lindsay to do that, to run into their family, to be talking to a brother, sister, cousin, or something of this family. Lindsay, what I am hearing is he wants his family to know that he did not suffer. He also wants them to know that he's with Grandpa. So he is showing me that he did not suffer and that he is with Grandpa. And his mother will feel like something on his cheek. He shows me, and that's him rubbing his mom's cheek. He hears her cries, and he knows it's part of the process, but more importantly, he's asking for her to find the joy. And she's having a hard time even remembering the joyful moments of him and finding joy in those moments because she's so deep in her grief. He wants her to know that, I hear that she doesn't want him to be alone at the cemetery. And he wants her to know that he's not even at the cemetery until she goes, and then he follows her, that he is with her all the time. All right. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for letting me read this sweet little boy. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. My book ended. So when y'all see, I always have a book around me. Y'all can see I always take all kinds of notes. When I'm reading, y'all can see my chicken scratch. There's a method to my madness. So I just turned the page to start a new page, and my book is done. I'm out of my book. I will have to scrabble on the sides. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we have going on here. Who else? Okay. I'm hearing that I have an ant energy stepping up, and it's an Aunt B name, like an Aunt Belle. This lady is showing me that she was very talka. She was talking all the time. She was kind of a busybody. She was one of those. It took a lot of energy to be around her, let me say. And I'm seeing that people are saying, oh, Aunt Belle is coming. Oh, Aunt Belle is coming. I mean, they loved her, but she could just be so much to be around, that people are like have to be mentally prepared. They had to like mentally psych themselves up for this aunt to come. And why? I asked why. It's because she was bossy. It could have been like Kelly Bell. It could have been a middle name. But I'm hearing this aunt energy being very. She was just bossy. I'm hearing that she knew everything. Like you could say a subject on anything, and she was going to say something about it. You know, me if I said something that if you start a conversation about, let's just say jet engines, I'm going to sit there and listen because I don't know diddly squat about that subject. They're showing me that she is someone who had something to say about everything. She was very judgy. Kristen says sounds like her. All right. I'm going to ask you to go to live, Miss Kristen.
Hi,
Where are you located?
Maryland.
Oh, very good, Maryland. Now, you said this sounds like your aunt?
It definitely sounds like my aunt, and we called her Kelly Bell, so
Oh, okay.
it
And so
definitely
that's what
does.
that Aunt Bell I was hearing. It was Kelly Bell. She is talking about, because I was in my head, I was having a side conversation with her. I was like, man, you were awful bossy. And she said, I just added flavor to the family. And so it tells me that people still talk about her energy and her personality is really missed. Though she was a lot to be around, she is still very much talked about and missed. Now, what is this July reference? What is happening in July?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so does someone around you have a birthday or an anniversary?
Um, I have a son that has a birthday in July, but that's the only reference I can think of.
Okay, very good. So you have a son that has a birthday in July. Um, how is this little boy in school?
He's in pre-K.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Has he been talking? Now, she's showing me this little boy just having a very sweet heart to him. Like he's very caring. He shares really well. Have you noticed that about him?
I have 4 little boys, and all of them are just, when I tell you, the sweetest, kindest, most caring little boys. So absolutely, I definitely see that with him.
She is telling me, has he been complaining about someone being mean to him at this school, this preschool?
Not in particular, but I know that there's been bullies in the past with my kids at that school, so it's not far-fetched.
Mm-hmm. She is she's wanting to bring that to your attention because she is showing me that he's not complaining about it. And that also says something about his heart, how he's just so,
Oh, she's looking out for him. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but oh, bless her
no.
heart for still looking out for him. That's oh.
She's around all those boys, but there's something about that little boy, the one that has a birthday in July, that she's especially attached to. And I asked her why. Like, why are you so attached to that little boy? Because, yes, you said all of your boys have this great, beautiful heart, which I believe you, but that little boy especially has a beautiful, beautiful, kind heart. And, she is showing me if this kid just came and snatched a toy out of your son's hand, he would just be like, oh, okay, let me go get another one. And he wouldn't think anything about it. He doesn't stand up for himself. And not because he's weak, because he just doesn't care.
Yes, yeah. He's used to his brothers taking toys, so he is definitely a sweetheart like that, and he would give to somebody that way he doesn't hurt their feelings.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
she is wanting you to have a conversation with him about putting up boundaries and I know it's hard at this age, but making you just starting to have this conversation with him about putting up boundaries and making people respect him. Because if he continues down this path, when he becomes a teenager, it's going to be a bigger issue just because people are going to walk all over him.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
Also, I know that this little boy is tiny. There is no way that he is thinking about, you're not even thinking about college or anything, but he will make a great therapist. Just so we're clear. So when he starts getting older, like he's in high school and he starts wondering what should I major in, mommy? What do I want to do with my life? He wants to be a therapist or a teacher. That's what he wants to be.
Oh my goodness. That is amazing.
Also, one last thing, I was trying to get your so when I'm live, I only devote a certain amount of time to each reading. So I was trying to shut it down. And so you would know this lady to like be very hard to shut up.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I was trying to shut her down. She's like, wait a minute, one more thing. Now, Kristen, have you been thinking about going back to work or working more hours?
So I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm at the point where my youngest he's gonna be going to school, so it's gonna be a little bit of change in pace. So it's, do I go back to work, or what do I try to do? Because I've tried to
You don't go back to work.
I've tried to like do little crafts and sell things here or there, or like try to support myself, but I'm really confused. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm really confused in what to do, and I've been asking for like guidance from my spirit guides or angels or God or whoever might be able to help me, because I'm so very confused in what to do and how to support for my boys.
she is showing me actually you going back to school. Have you thought of going back to school?
Yeah, but I have a restraining order that keeps me from the school right now, so it's at my local school, so it's not like that's an option.
That you could go to school online. I'm talking about you going back to school and you getting a degree.
I could look into that, but I don't know how I would pay for it, but I could look
Oh
into
my
it.
goodness, someone on here said you can do online. They said the same thing. So whoever just put that on here, Solange Curiel, just know that came to you claircognizantly. So whenever I'm hearing that, so you're a single mom?
Yes.
Oh, someone said FAFSA. Absolutely. You can get a ton of help going to school. Whenever you're a single parent like that, you can get a ton of help going to school. And I'm seeing you going to school online. Now, I
I don't
know
know
that what
what
I'm
I'm going
about,
to go for. I don't even know
I
what
was
I'm
about
going
to
to go
say,
for.
I know what I'm about to tell you, you're going to say, no, I can't do it. But I want you to bear with me for a moment. Because what I heard is accounting. And so what I hear you saying is, I'm not good at math. What you're not good at is calculus and algebra. Accounting is completely different math. Accounting are numbers that make sense. And right now, the United States has a shortage of accountants. And so you have a lot of opportunity to be able to work from home and make decent money and not be out of a job. So check out your local college, check it out online, and fill out your FAFSA form. You can get a lot of help.
Okay, I'll definitely look into it.
All right. Thank you, Miss Kristen.
Thank you.
All right. I love when spirits step up and they start saying exactly what people need. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. I didn't realize it was getting so late. I have an early and long day tomorrow. This is a very busy week for me. So I'm going to head out. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who joined me. Thank you so much for sharing and liking my live. I appreciate it. I will not be direct messaging anyone. So please do not Venmo anyone any money. I will, you can only make appointments with me on my website. Now, I will tell you on April 22nd, thank you, Solange. I appreciate you following. On April 22nd, I have a free event at 4 o'clock. It's called Demystifying Spirit. You can register. I will be doing some free readings and telling you how I get the information. We are going to demystify spirit. We're going to make mediumship and psychic more normal, right? All right. Thank you. Everyone have a great evening.